sorry to say, if you're a for-hire hauler, junk removal company, you're no longer able to take pressure-treated wood, my friends. Pressure-treated wood used to be controlled as a potentially hazardous waste. The state controlled it. It was expensive to get rid of. It used to have to go to a Class 2 disposal facility, and it cost a fortune to get rid of. Based in Benicia, our closest spot was the Hay Road landfill in Vacaville, and they have a $375 minimum charge for any load that we will bring in containing pressure-treated wood. So it's an upsell that was difficult at times to pass along to clients in the first place, just because it's so expensive. Most people don't have a whole lot, but if they have any, you know, there's some surcharges we had to throw into our upfront no obligation quote. But at least we had the option to take it. We were able to provide them an option. Unfortunately, that has now changed. Sorry, my GPS is going crazy here. Okay, so that has now changed. The law that governed pressure-treated wood expired at the end of 2020. Sunsetted is another term I've seen used. That means as of January 1st, the superseding law governs it as a fully hazardous waste, which comes with a whole slew of regulation. It now has to go to a Class 1 disposal facility. Now these are the places like an oil refinery would send their sludge and waste products to. They are always on the hook for that material. Doesn't matter if you pay to dispose of it or not. You are responsible for that hazardous material for the life of your business. I can't pretend to know all the ins and outs, being that I do have 12 years experience working at an oil refinery. I'm familiar with some of the regulations, but can't pretend to be an expert. It's just not dealing with hazardous waste is not part of the daily routine activities. So I know bits and pieces. You can also have it shipped out of state, which is still going to be really expensive. Now homeowners can self-haul up to a certain threshold, and I'll put a link in the description below so you can read the details for yourself. But it's still governed by those transportation requirements for hazardous material, such as having to be in a sealed and labeled container. That's right, pressure-treated wood. You could go to the local hardware store, pick up a 2x4, throw it in your truck, bring it home. But if it's on the way to the dump, it better be in a sealed container with a safety data sheet and properly placarded, labeled on that container. The costs and just general headache to be compliant with the hazardous waste regulations, it's just going to be prohibitive. No junk removal company is going to go through that. You're never going to be able to recoup the costs of doing so, ever. Clients will not pay the additional upcharge that you would have to charge to cover those costs. So as a junk removal company, junk hauler, you're not going to be engaging in that practice, not legally. And even if you do take the pressure treated wood and you get away with transporting it, you still got nowhere to dispose of it legally. Don't be illegal. I mean, if it was cost effective for companies to do this, the national franchises, they'd be hauling paint, they'd be hauling chemicals, right? And they don't, just like you should not be. They know it's just not conducive to the business model. You'll never ever be able to make it work in your business. Now I have heard a couple things, read a couple things online that the state may be looking at producing a new law that would provide more options for pressure treated wood disposal, but as of right now, it remains illegal, so don't do it. All right, the other thing just quick is I am in my half ton. This used to be my personal vehicle. I bought a new 3/4 ton truck I use for my personal needs right now. So this truck I have been waiting until the first of the year to sell to the company for tax benefits. Essentially, that's I've made a video about this. I think it's the 179, section 179 in the tax code. You essentially can write off a oh man, what is the word here? I want to say compliant. It's not the right word, but as long as your vehicle checks some certain boxes, you're able to depreciate that vehicle down to 0 in the year you put it in service. You can spread that out also. You don't have to do it all in 1 year, but for tax purposes, sell this to the business, get to write off that entire purchase price in the year that I acquire it, and that is a significant reduction in tax burden. It's about, I don't know, 20 to 30% tax benefit. So that's what I did with this truck. That's why I'm able to use it for business right now legally. It's covered by our commercial auto insurance. It is not my personal policy. Your personal policy, if something happens, it's not going to cover you if you are using it for business. All right, so I'm pulling up to this job right now, and we'll take a look, see what we got. right, so let's take a look at what pressure treated wood looks like. So you can see all these indentations. That's the telltale sign. Pressure treated wood. This is what you're no longer able to transport. Railroad ties will be another one. Telephone poles. If it's chemically treated, you can't take it. All right, so this is James Swank with JUNK180, 707-536-0740. Check us out online at junk180.com. I'm gonna go offload this, get back to my normal duties. See you next time.